get with when you use the ride? Not the number, but how does it work? What do you do in order to get the ride?
I call when I have to call 2 days before my appointment, and then they tell me there'll be a car to pick you up and one to take you home, and they'll tell me what time, and I'll say, well, they give me an hour. So they give me that, and then I wait, and I said, they're always there.
They're always there for you.
They're always. And I just like them, that's all. I like everybody.
And I think you said that you also get a reminder call. Do you get a reminder call?
Yeah, that's the day, well, the night or day before I go. Someone calls up and says, you know, you have an appointment with so and so, and then what time? And they told me, and I said I go at 1 or 2 or like that. And I says they give me an hour time to get looked at by the doctor and all. And then the girl comes and picks me up, and I'm home.
And you're all set.
Yeah.
Yes. And when we were talking a little bit before, you mentioned that, you know, I think you used the word that you really depend on them. It's kind of like a right arm for you.
They are. I don't know what I'd do without them. I really don't.
So you use them a lot, mostly for doctor's appointments, going to different places?
Always, yeah. And they're good. They're good people, that's all.
Do you have a few laughs with them too?
Oh, some of them, yeah, I do.
I'm sure you do. I heard you making a few jokes before, and I'm sure you have a good time when you go on your rides. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, they relax you, so it's nice and easy to talk to them.
Well, good. That's great.
Well, I think it's good for me because I like to gab anyway.
Okay.
And then I'll just have to not cut up like I do, that's all.
Oh,
I have to be see, my mouth is drying up again.
Well, I want to thank you again for being with us, and now we'll go do the ride.
Okay.
The transportation, the ride.
Go to Revere Beach, go
okay,
swimming,
we'll see if we can put
back.
that in. So thanks again. It's
You're
good to
quite
see you.
welcome.
Okay, bye-bye.
Would you like this seat?
I usually grab this one anyway.
Okay. Actually, you may want to keep it in front of you, just for the...
Tell me mind my own business.
39 dispatch.
So you've been with her 21 years?
21 years, yes. I'm sorry.
Well, lately I've been using it 2 or 3 times a month.
Yeah.
But I've always been it. Like I said, that was a godsend to me. I get to know people, the drivers like you, and they could chat back and forth.
Yeah.
It was good. I liked it.
That definitely makes the ride more pleasant, you know, when you're able to, you know, carry on conversation, passenger. And there's so many of us now.
I know it.
It's like over 300 drivers.
That was a great video, Jackie, and I think that you get a real good sense of what happens at transportation from a scheduling, dispatch, call taking, and even a driver perspective. And that was Richie driving, and you said that he trained you, so that's you know, he's been around for a while, so it's pretty exciting stuff. One thing that Richie said was about the number of drivers that are actually at transportation, and I think he made mention that there were close to 300 drivers. Maybe you can talk a little bit about the drivers, your management team that is there, and the kind of training that they go through in order to become a driver.
Well, when when I first started as a driver, I think we had 15 vehicles.
Wow.
And we now we operate over 250. Because of our growth over the years, we had to move our facility from Lynn to Peabody. We outgrew Peabody, and we had to find another facility to house all of our training, repairs, the offices, everything that goes along with what our department holds, because it's close to 300 employees in our department. Moving was a large undertaking, and we needed to find that facility soon because we were just growing out of the area that we were in. But we found it on the Linway. To accommodate our work daily, we have a great team consisting of actually smaller teams. We have smaller groups that are 5 schedulers, 8 supervisors, operation supervisors, 14 dispatchers, 22 customer service reps, 21 fleet personnel, and not to mention 230 plus drivers. All the members of transportation go through an intensive training. From the management down, the trainings are recertified on a continual basis, either annually or biannually. For example, the drivers have at least 2 weeks of training before they're tested to go out on the road and see if they're ready to take on a schedule on their own. The first week is in-house in a classroom setting. They do first aid, CPR, defensive driving, sensitivity. Sensitivity is explains the different kinds of disabilities that are out there and the needs of different people that we service. We have passenger assistance, which is training them how to assist passengers with certain disabilities and their assistive devices. Then they go out on the road with a seasoned driver for a week, and they get tested to see if they can actually go out and become a professional driver, is really what they're then considered once they've gone through all their training and certifications.
It's quite a process, and
Yes.
I think it's important to note that the time is taken to train these drivers correctly, not just in a classroom setting, but on the road with a seasoned driver who's been around, so that the clients who are using this service are getting the best customer service they can and getting where they need to go safely.
Correct.
So aside from the GLSS medical rides, GLSS also has a contract with the MBTA to provide the ride service in the area north of Boston. Maybe you can speak just a little bit on that.
Well, the MBTA has a ride program, which is the paratransit side of the MBTA. It runs parallel to the fixed route service. We provide the transport for the north area. There's 3 different areas. What it provides is transportation. I don't know if I said that already, but it's for people who can't use the fixed route bus service. They can't access that, and we end up picking them up at their homes and taking them to their destinations. It can be used for anything. But you have to go through an application process with the MBTA, and for that program we provide probably more than 500,000 rides a year.
Okay, that's a lot of rides.
Yes.
A lot of rides. Now, if somebody was interested in the ride program, how would they find out more about that?
They can call Boston. There's an 800 number that will be posted on the screen.
Okay.
And there's also a regular number of 617-222-5123.
Okay.
That's a local number.
Okay, and they have to get, they have to fill in an application, and that's all done through the MBTA.
That's correct.
Okay.
We have nothing to do
Great.
with that.
So over 500,000 rides just through the ride program with the MBTA, all the GLSS medical rides that we provide. There must be a need for drivers all the time.
All the time. We're always hiring. We're constantly hiring because we just grow and grow. There's always a need for transportation. And we're also trying to expand our services into different areas. So once we find a need, we try to provide for it. And when you try to provide for it, you then need drivers to provide for it. So if somebody wants to come down and apply for a job down at 8 Silsby Street.
So anybody out there who wants to be a driver, based on what they saw on the video and are interested in doing this, they can come down and fill out an application at 8 Silsby Street here in Lynn. So,
Yep.
Good, good. Maybe you can speak about some of the other things that are happening in transportation outside of medical and the ride. There are some new initiatives that GLSS is